Now, Genesis are often remembered for their radio-friendly era with Phil Collins up front doing the singing. But before the pop hits, there was that Peter Gabriel era. It was theatrical, strange, and brilliantly ambitious. Today I'm digging into 10 deep cuts. These are often lesser-known masterpieces that really didn't make the singles list, but still stand as some of the most creative music Genesis have ever made. Now, these aren't just filler tracks, they're fully fledged gems, buried just beneath the surface, and all 10 are worthy of a perfect score in my opinion. So, whether you're a lifelong fan or just discovering the weird and wonderful side of Genesis, this Gabriel era of Genesis in particular, let's unearth some gold. Kicking off this list is a haunting 1-2 punch early on in The Lamb Lies Down on Broadway. Waiting for the windshield on the freeway. Now, Fly on a Windshield builds tension with its foreboding guitar and mellotron before it crashes into a cinematic sweep of Broadway melody. Now, it's a short, eerie ride through Gabriel's surreal version of 20th century pop culture, delivered with apocalyptic grandeur. Now, the reason it's down here at number 10 is that its brevity leaves me wanting more. But that's really a glimpse into Rael's world, and it's undeniably unforgettable. Echoes of the Broadway Everglades. Now at number 9, I've got The Fountain of Salmacis. And this mythological epic is often overlooked, but it does deserve attention for its sheer drama. It takes Ovid's tale of Hermaphrodites and turns it into a lush, mellotron-drenched experience. Here, Gabriel's voice really rides over haunting keyboards and a melodic bass with that commanding theatrical flair of his. Now, it's a very strong closer for the Nursery Cryme album, and maybe it's a little bit too esoteric for casual listeners, which is exactly why deep cut fans actually love it. Now, for something a little bit more confrontational next, we've got Back in New York City. This is a brutal and jagged track, an emotional self-lashing that gives us a raw insight into Rael's inner turmoil. Gabriel is spitting venom here, far removed from those pastoral narratives of the earlier albums. It's aggressive, it's stripped back, and it's totally unique in this Genesis canon. It's a deep cut because it's so un-Genesis in its sound, but its emotional honesty is magnetic. Now next we have the absurd tale of killer plants invading London. And this might sound a bit like a novelty, but make no mistake, the return of the giant hogweed is razor sharp musically. It's got complex rhythms, layered textures, and Gabriel's melodramatic delivery, and this turns this botanical horror into really some excellent prog gold. This is Genesis at their most Monty Python meets Mellotron stage, and that's a good thing. It's placed at number 7 though, because even though it is brilliant, it's so out there that it can keep casual fans at arm's length. Now, before Genesis became a prog institution, they were really quite raw and searching. And The Knife is really that early lightning in a bottle. It's aggressive and political with fierce organ stabs and militant drumming. This song predates the classic lineup, but it does hint at the theatrical chaos to come. It is a deep cut because Trespass is so often skipped over, but the track does deserve resurrection. It's their proto-prog anthem, and it still hits hard. Now, this next one is a real sleeper. Cuckoo Cocoon is nestled quietly early on the Lamb, and it's beautiful in its fragility. Gabriel's delicate vocal and flute playing give us a moment of pure vulnerability amidst all the surreal chaos of this album. It's dreamy but brief, but emotionally it's resonant. Why number 5? Well, because it offers that rare tenderness in a sea of intensity. And it's a necessary deep cut that rewards repeated listens.
Amen. Cuckoo, cuckoo, have I come to do something for you?
Now, rarely mentioned outside the die-hard circles, this next track is a hidden treasure of foxtrot.
Pages of a book by the sea.
Inspired by King Canute's legend, it blends folk guitar with orchestral mellotron swells and a vivid lyrical imagery. Gabriel's vocals here move from soft storytelling to dramatic conviction, and the midsection instrumental is peak early 70s Genesis. Canutility and the coastline is here at number 4 because it's criminally underplayed, and it's a perfect example of subtle ambition. Now, at number 3, we have one of Genesis's most fragile and understated tracks, Harlequin.
Came the night, the mist dissolved the trees.
Again, it's quite short. It's almost shy, with those shimmering 12-string guitars and soft harmonies. And it really feels like sunlight through, stained glass, for argument's sake. Gabriel's vocals are warm and intimate here, and a reminder that Genesis could do beauty just as well as bombast. It's a deep cut because it's so easy to overlook among those epics, but it is pure magic in under 3 minutes. It ranks this high because it's that rare moment of simple, unguarded grace from this Gabriel era.
When your eyes can see all of the pieces, put them back, put them back.
At number 2, we have Timetable, and it's easily the most underrated ballad of the Gabriel era.
Carved oak table tells a tale of times when
Timetable offers melancholy reflections on lost grandeur and forgotten ideals. Tony Banks' lead was an absolutely lovely piano line, and Gabriel's lyrics are quietly devastating. Again, it's another short, simple, and rarely discussed track, but it is a deep cut in every sense. Why is this one so high? Well, it proves that Genesis didn't need those 10-minute epics to move you. This is quite genius. Top of the shop, my number 1 deep cut is also the album opener of Selling England by the Pound.
Can you tell me where my country lies? Said the unicorn.
And yet it often gets overshadowed by the album's more famous tracks. But Dancing with the Moonlight Night really is a masterclass in everything Gabriel-era Genesis did best. The poetic lyrics, the shifting musical landscapes, and that perfect blend of nostalgia and satire. From its a cappella opening to its thunderous climax, this song is a journey. It's a deep cut not because it's obscure, but because it's underappreciated relative to its brilliance. So there, my friends, you have it. 10 deep cuts from the Peter Gabriel era that prove Genesis were always more than just suppers ready in the lamb. Remember, these are deep cuts, they're not the most obvious showstoppers from the band. They show the band at its most fearless, blending myth, madness and musicianship into something that still feels fresh decades later. Now, if you look in the description, I've added some additional information regarding each of these wonderful songs. Please check that out, as there is a wealth of extras in there for you to have a look at. And if you do like this kind of video, you may want to help to support the channel, so find the ways that you can help in there as well. Now, have you got a favourite deep cut that I have missed from this list? If you have, that's okay. Just drop your picks in the comments for me to look into. But if you've enjoyed this journey through the weird corners of the Genesis catalogue, give it a like and share it with fellow prog nerds. Now, there's a wealth of Genesis-related material on this channel. After all, they are my favourite band. And it's all in a playlist that I will leave a link for in the comments and also in the description. Now, the first proper Genesis album didn't have Phil Collins or Steve Hackett on it, but the album was a big success for them and really started to get them noticed. Now, that's the video I want you to watch next, and I'll see you over there.